G'day everyone, Adrian here for Wollongong TV. Today I'm with Lyn Griffin. Welcome to the show, Lyn.
Thank you very much.
It's great to have you on this show. I had your son, Gary, on the show just last week, which was a great interview, but I've been really looking forward to interviewing you today. So tell everyone what it is you do and what you specialise in.
Well, basically I'm a kinesiologist, but I've now moved into what you call an integrated therapist as well, because I have a whole list of tools in my box or modalities that I've trained in, and I basically deal with clients who are having problems with anxiety and stress, unexplained pain, unexplained illness, and with what we call a muscle response test, I'm able to work with a person's subconscious and go right back and identify the driving or priority emotion creating these problems. I do theta DNA healing, which deals with all of the inherited DNA. We understand that we inherit our physical DNA, but not very many people understand we inherit our mental, emotion and spiritual beliefs. And they're emotions that we have in our subconscious that we have absolutely no idea about, but they actually dictate how we feel about ourselves and how we believe others feel about us. And because we've never known life without them, they're a program. Wow. So my job is to identify the emotions that are sabotaging our ability to move on, clear those, and then replace them with positive emotions. Because if you just take them out, it just leaves a person unbalanced because they've never known life without them.
Got it.
So that's one modality that I work with. I also do bush and bark flower essences when they come up. I've recently bought 2 new programs. One is the body code system with Bradley Nelson, and that allows me to look at the whole body, whether it's emotional, energetic, in the structural, in the parasitic and pathological. So, and the healing code is more about the inhibitors to healing, which are unforgiveness, harmful actions and unhealthy beliefs. So we clear those and reprogram, and then look at replacing them with love, joy, peace, kindness, whatever comes up. There are about 10 different modalities that we can use in that.
Fantastic.
And that makes a really big difference, because once you get rid of the things that you don't even know are there, so you can't even discuss it as far as fixing it if you don't know it's sitting there. So
that's right. Once
it's been identified with the kinesiology and the muscle testing, which works with your subconscious, so we respect that wisdom of the subconscious that knows absolutely everything about you, every thought and every emotion you've ever had. So respecting that wisdom, we then ask the body, the subconscious, what it needs to heal. So every client is an individual with unique experiences and physiology. So every session is unique to that person. I never ever preempt any treatment, because I could have half a dozen people present with very similar symptoms, but their corrections will be totally different simply because of their own individual experiences and physiology. So that's how it works.
Right. So I totally get what you're saying, and this is a topic that I really love, because it's just got such interesting topics about it, or the parts about it. But just tell our listeners, give us maybe a bumper sticker about what kinesiology is or what it means, because maybe some people haven't heard about that word or how it's related and all those things.
Well, kinesiology basically comes from chiropractic about 90 odd years ago. And with what we call a muscle response test, we activate a muscle, and there can be quite a few different muscles within the body that can be used, and using what we call an on-off or a yes and no answer. We then have a lot of scans where when we ask for a priority or driving emotion, we then ask which scan we need to look at to find that emotion that is the driver, and you just scan through that until it locks in, and that's telling you this is where we need to start. And then with all the different modalities, you then go into, now what ones do I need for this client to heal.
Yeah, so it's using your muscles and, like you said, almost like your DNA and your subconscious, you're able to tell a yes or a no, or as to whether it's this emotion or maybe something that's lacking in their lives. It could be spiritual or emotional and things like that as well.
Definitely, yes.
So who could benefit from this? Because I know, I'm one of your biggest fans, right? Because I've been to see you a number of times, and in my world of real estate and owning a business and, you know, being a husband and a father and all those sorts of things, you have stressful moments. So I come and see you when I'm sort of a little bit lost. So you always help me to get clarity and find out which path I should go down, what I should probably do, and that's been an immense help. But what else, what other benefits could people get?
Well, I also do what is known as Vitaflex, which is reflexology using essential oils. And I use Young Living oils, which are probably one of the strongest and most powerful oils available at the moment. And I use those on all the different reflexology points on somebody's feet. And that can address a whole number of emotions. So it can be very relaxing, and it relaxes all of the different organs that are holding negative and stressful memories in them.
Yeah.
Each time we experience a particular type of stress, it gets set, that stress gets set in memory in the cells in your body. So every time that memory is triggered, we're right back to where we were when we first experienced it, and for most of us as kids.
Yeah.
So my job is to de-stress the memory. You don't get rid of the memory, you de-stress it, so there's nothing there to be triggered. And to give you an example of that, if you ran across the road and got hit by a yellow car and are quite badly injured, each time you see a yellow car, you're right back at that accident scene. And it doesn't matter whether you're on the 10th floor or a mile down the road.
Yeah.
That yellow car represents the pain and emotional upset that happened at that time. So I go in and then clear all the cell memories, the negative cell memories involved with that time. So there's nothing there to be triggered the next time you see a yellow car.
Wow. So I guess anyone from a basic point of view, from a stress reduction, maybe you're not sure about a career change, that could be a reason. It could be pregnancy or post-pregnancy. It could be a relationship issue, and like you said before, it goes back now to you know, your upbringing and even what's the word, prenatal and you know, in the womb and things like that, which is just a spin out.
It is. But it makes sense that you can't just have physical DNA that you've inherited. It has to be emotional and mental and your spiritual beliefs.
Yeah.
They're all part of our ancestry.
Fantastic. Look, we could go on for days about this, but for our listeners out there, have you got a special that you could offer our listeners to come see you?
I normally charge $100 an hour, and for the next 3 weeks, that'll be $70 an hour, and in that, if you need bush or bark flowers, that will be included.
Fantastic. All right, where would people find you if they want?
We work at the Illawarra Wellness and Vitality Centre, which is on the corner of Kembla and George Street. The entrance is in George Street, and the office number is 4226 2550, and my mobile number is 0405 199 185. I work Tuesday through to Saturday, Saturday being more convenient for a lot of people who come from out of town. So it's only a matter of either contacting Alex at the reception or me on my mobile.
Fantastic. Finally, Lyn, I have to ask you, what do you love about Wollongong?
Well, I've grown up here, and I always feel really comfortable here, and I know a lot of people. But it seems to be a very laid-back type of city without being too countrified. And it's close to Sydney if you want to go to a show or anything like that. But I just like, we live right near the beach, and that's perfect. So I wouldn't consider living anywhere else.
Fantastic. Lyn, it's been an absolute pleasure talking with you.
Thank you, Adrian.
And thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you.
There you have it. Adrian here for Wollongong TV. See you on the next show.